Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, in deck number 658, we're going to talk about The Walking Dead and Rick, Steadfast leader. Well, so we're not going to talk about The Walking Dead. This card, I'm not going to get into the controversy of The Walking Dead things. They were legal Black Border commanders, so I got to build them. And this is the second one that I have done. Glenn is earlier. But had this had any other name and art, I don't know that people would care. But I care. So for 4 mana, we get a 3/4 human soldier. Okay. When Rick enters the battlefield, choose 2 abilities from among First Strike, Vigilance, and Lifelink. I guarantee you I'm choosing First Strike as one of those every single time. The other one is going to depend, I guess. But humans you control have each of the chosen abilities. So that applies to himself. And then as long as you control 4 or more humans you control get +2/+2. So that makes him a 5/6. Because there again, the word others not used, it does apply to. So this is as hardcore human tribal as they've ever gone. So, and I think maybe I towed the line a little much here. I think I put in way more pump than I did humans, and that may be a problem because we got to have 4 humans, right? So let's look at our acceleration. We have Wayfarer's Bauble, Soul Ring, Marble Diamond, Mind Stone, Star Compass, Spectral Searchlight, Prismatic Talisman, Bonder's Ornament that's sometimes going to draw you a card, and Ketra's Monument. Now, the tokens that you get are not humans. They're not defined as humans. They're defined as warriors, so they're not human. That's not. But still, it does reduce your cost by 1. Although, arguably, if you're casting this on turn 3, then you've got mana for most of the humans. Anyway. So let's look at our humans, shall we? Now, the ones that fell into a different category, obviously, are in that category. We have Sir Alan. Other creatures you control get +1. We have the Catapult Master. Tap 5 soldiers to exile a creature. To Rick's the soldier, we've got a few things that make soldiers, like Captain of the Watch. Now, there again, those are not human soldiers, but they are soldiers for that. This is a human, so. Loyal Sentry has that super death touch. He ain't even got to deal damage. Just be assigned as a blocker, and that thing is dead. But human. Soul Warden, Soul's Attendant, of course, fairly good humans. Bounty Agent. Destroy target legendary permanent as an artifact, creature, enchantment. Silver Knight. Paladin and Vec. Fiendslayer Paladin. Sigurd, because, protection from gods just seems like it might come in handy. The Fencing Ace. Now, yeah, 1/1 double strike is not amazing, but you know what? We'll get to the pump up here in a second. Riders of Gavany is a decent human. And it gives your humans protection from a thing, from a tribe. Palace Sentinel. I like to be the Monarch. And then Keeper of the Accord. Now, we have stuff like Court Street Denizen. This is sneakily undervalued, I think. Whenever another white creature enters the battlefield, you get to tap a creature. So you tap down a blocker. What? And in a multiplayer environment, the politics and strategy that goes into it, you can, tap down things that aren't yours and whatnot. Devout Chaplain, tap it and 2 humans to exile an artifact or enchantment. That's a little better. We got Pyre of Heroes, because, up the chain we go. Coordinated Barrage. Let's look at some. My gosh, this is a whole lot of pump. We have Rally the Ranks. Humans are going to get +1. Archetype of courage. Yeah, they all have the first strike, right? Because we've already chosen that they all have first strike. But I thought I had... we'll get to it. Dictative Heliod. Always watching. Benelish Marshall is a human that has an anthem on it. Divine Sacrament doesn't see a whole lot of play. Marshall's anthem, the anthem that gets you creatures back. Kongmin Sleeping Dragon is a human that is an anthem. Armored Ascension, because I really want to strap Rick Grimes up with an Armored Ascension, give him flying, and treat him like a real Magic card. Battle Mastery, because, let's throw that to double strike. And then, Odric. Now, this is a human, Papa Smurf, share and share alike. Well, sharing abilities. Make a stand. This actually seemed... now, I did watch The Walking Dead for a little while. I don't know, just kind of fell out of it. Too much stuff going on. But make a stand that's a Rick Grimes thing right there. Call the Copper Coats. You're creating human soldier tokens. Unbreakable Formation, anti-board wipe. Story Circle. Yeah. Story Circle doesn't get played a lot. Weathered Runestone. Yeah. Non-land permanents cards can't enter the battlefield. Are we tilted? Is that the problem? Yeah. So this is a big deal. There are a lot of players that do just that. I've got a lot of decks that do just that. And we have Debt of Loyalty. Now, Debt of Loyalty used to be cheap. As it turns out, it's not anymore. But used to be cheap. And my favorite thing, it's an instant. So when a creature dies, one of my opponent's creatures, I'm going to regen it and gain control of it. Typically after an opponent, they've got something big and nasty, somebody wipes the board, and I'm like, I think I'll take the best thing. So let's look at some removal, shall we? I think we have human removal. We have a little bit of human removal, like to banish your priest and giant killer to both humans. Consulate Crackdown. This is, here again, I don't think it gets enough love, because this is just, think about it as an O-ring for all your opponent's artifacts. We all play them. I mean, even not in artifact-centric decks, but if you can take out 3 or 4 artifacts with this one card, but odds are you're getting probably 3 or 4 artifacts off of each player. Your opponents, that's plural. Sunlance. Condemn. We have more human removal. I apparently missed that one. War Priest of Thune. Disenchant. Vow of Duty. Ravnik at War just is funny to me. I realize sometimes it's a dead card. Those are the chances I take. I will draw it 9 times and it be a dead card and be fine with it because of the one time where it wipes everybody's commander off the board and I'm sitting there untouched. Face Fetters. Return to Dust. End Hostilities. Austere Command. Ondu Inversion. Now, I've got that in there as the removal, but let's face it, it's in there because it can also be a land if need be. Mass Calcify. Destroy all non-white creatures. That's it's better than you think it is. 7 mana, though. That's why there's so much, because the higher end is the reason why there's so much ramp in here. Of course, I have the Opal Palace, Rogue's Passage. Got to get them through. and then Reliquary Tower. And that is Rick. As I said, it is just a tribal humans deck. Humans actually didn't get a lot of love for a long time. Actually, it wasn't even a creature type for a long time, and they tried it out, and that's when they were like, humans. I guess we can do humans. They were really, really worried that it would affect the fantasy aspect of the game. And then I was like, look, you have a card called Grizzly Bear. But that is 658. Back to the pink sleeve, I guess. Put it on the wall. And that is done. We're moving right along. Let's see, that's 59, 60, 61, 62 probably. I don't know about that order. I haven't really ordered them yet, so we'll see. I appreciate everybody for liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate all the patrons. Thank y'all so much. Couldn't do this without you. This takes a lot. It does take a lot. But thank you so much. But right now, I think it's time to shuffle and cut.